Day 139 canoeing across Canada, and I am not going anywhere. Yeah, I got a pretty strong wind from the south. If this wind was from the west, from the north, that's the only time I would maybe slightly consider it, but it's coming from the south, so there's quite a big swell rolling in, and I need to head northeast. So any weather coming from there, it's not going to work for me. But yeah, there's a decent swell, and it's just not an option to leave today. So luckily I'm in a good spot, Porphyry Island, at the lighthouse. They've got a house for me and a room and a bed, and there's people here. There's artists and like the manager of the place and a couple of volunteers, so it's a good place to be stuck. So today there's been some pretty sad and devastating news here at the lighthouse. There is a couple of people that stay here, and there's normally artists. So there's been 2 artists here and a couple of volunteers, Gordon and Karin. And last night, well, this morning we got news that Gordon passed away last night. It looks like he suffered a big heart attack, and yeah, that's the news this morning. Very sad. So we've had the helicopter here, and they've taken his body back to Thunder Bay with Karin. Karin went with them. And they came here on a boat. They live in Nipigon, which is about 50 nautical miles this way, and that's the way I'm going. So I've offered to help them get their boat back. So I could be loading my canoe onto the boat and helping get the boat back for Karin and the family. So it would be an honor for me to do that for them. But just time will tell in the next day or 2. I can't go anywhere at the moment anyway because of the weather. And tomorrow is looking a little bit better, but not completely better. So I'm really happy to help out if need be. She did take me up on that offer, but you know it's very, very new. This news it's just this morning, so plans can change. So yeah, I'm just waiting to hear if she does want me to do that for her. And she was also very interested in coming. You know, it was their boat together, and Gordon, I think he spent 6 years refurbishing the boat. It sounds like it was his little baby, and him and Karin loved coming out here and spending time on the lake and out on these islands. So I think she would really love to come on that trip to get the boat back home. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I've spent this afternoon loading my gear up onto Gordon and Karin's boat, ready to take off in the morning. weather permitting. So Fairhavens is a 28-foot or 8.5-meter steel hull built in 1947 with a 6-cylinder Volvo Penta diesel engine in it. And from my understanding, it was Gordon's pride and joy, and he spent many years getting her ready and doing her up to cruise. And yeah, from my understanding, it was his absolute pride and joy. So it's just an honor and a privilege for me to take this boat back for them. Yeah, I know some of Gordon's friends would love to do this, so I'm not actually going to take it all the way into Nipigon. I'm going to take it to Bowman Island and leave it on a dock there. I think it's called Bowman Island Lodge, and then his friends are going to take it back. They would really love to do that, and so that's the plan tomorrow, just to do that. So yeah, I've got the canoe on the roof and ready to go. Today is not the best day. There's a little bit of wind from the east and a lot of rain. But the sea state, or the lake state, is not too bad actually. And the wind will be dying as well. Around 1 p.m. it's meant to be no wind at all, dead flat. So yeah, I'm going to check the weather one more time before I really make the call, but I'm 95% there. I'm going to check the weather one more time and go from there. Now, Karin did tell me that as they were coming in, when they arrived at the island, the engine was surging. So hopefully there's no issue there. I'm going to look into that though, right now. Alright, so we're having a bit of engine problems today. Karin did tell me that the engine was surging last time when they came into the island. Yesterday I started it up fine, first go, and this morning it's just turning and not kicking over. So yeah, it doesn't look like I'm leaving this morning. If for some reason I can get it started in the next hour or so, then I'll consider leaving today. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to hold off and look at tomorrow instead. I've got a bit of help. Oh, there he is. So yeah, I've got a helper here and
aircraft mechanic by trade. Yeah,
exactly. So it seems like on this trip the universe just puts the perfect people in front of me. You know, like he sailed in yesterday and having engine issues today. I know my way around an engine more or less, but you know, universe is like, no, you're not leaving today. You've got engine issues, and then in comes a aircraft mechanic. It's like, okay, perfect.
Well, the fun thing about engines is they're all different, so we'll get to learn together.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll just crack the injector line and see if we get fuel flow to the injectors by turning over the motor. No, nothing. I'm just gonna back this line off. Okay, we have a bit of fuel there, but not as much as we should be getting for sure. Should be a lot more than that. So I'm thinking now the next step would be to check that mechanical fuel pump, because the manual likely, like, this is a rotary injection pump on this thing, and I doubt that has anything to do with it. Definitely could, but we'll check the manual pump, trace these lines back, and then crack one of those fittings and see if we have fuel at the fitting.
All right, so we cracked the injectors, turned over the engine, and we weren't getting enough fuel. So then we cracked the, what do you call it?
The bleeder screw at the top of the filter head. Yeah,
exactly. We cracked the bleeder screw at the top of the filter head, the second filter, and then just manually pumped through and got fuel. So there was air in the line. Now we've got to figure out why is there air in the line. So that's our next thing.
Oh yeah. Still not really getting enough fuel flow. Not as much as I would be expecting. And that was with the throttle open, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, you can see there's barely any fuel coming out of there. It should be like spurting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we know that we've got fuel to our filter. So now what we're going to do is just crack it at just before the high pressure pump, before the injector pump. Manually pump fuel through to there. That means we know our line's full to the injector pump. That's our next thing.
We got her.
All right, so we got the engine started, me and Brandon, and it was super foggy when we finished and raining. So I sort of decided to hold out, and I've got about 7.5 hours of motoring, so I didn't want to leave too late. Plus the advice that I always get from people is get off the lake by 3 p.m. because that's when the wind can really pick up, and it's now 1. So I wasn't going to start this trip any time after 10. I was thinking 10 a.m. would be the latest that I would leave. But what's crazy is now it's just turned into this absolutely stunning day. It's so funny here, the weather, you know. This morning was horrible. And now it's just like perfect, beautiful weather to leave and have this amazing motor. So, but anyway, such is life. I'm going to leave tomorrow morning at this, the plan now is just to leave tomorrow morning. So I'm just hanging out here for the day. And so here at Porphyry Island, you have the lighthouse at one end, and about 1 kilometre, I think 1.2 kilometres, there's a track that you can follow, and it comes down here to this sort of barbecue area. There's a barbecue, there's a fire pit, there's an outhouse, there's a couple of tents set up, so you can come here and camp, or you can come here and use their tent. There's even a sauna here, there's a barbecue, there's a shed, there's these docks where these boaters can just pull up and things. So that's what we're doing. I'm just hanging out here now. I've moved out of where I was up by the lighthouse. So now I'm going to sleep on the boat down here so that tomorrow morning I can just get up and go. So that's the plan. Just going to spend the day here having a sauna.
Alright, who's doing the countdown?
You are.
Me?
You are, yep,
All
you
right,
are.
we're doing on count of 3.
Okay,
Okay,
you,
right?
gotta, you gotta commit
Do it on
though.
the
Count of 7. Okay. Alright,
Count of
ready?
7. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my God!
Oh, mama. Oh, fuck, I'm going up here. I'll put my microphone.
Watch the microphone.
Good morning. To be honest with you, I don't know what day it is today. Day number something of canoeing across Canada. I've been on Porphyry Island now. I arrived on Friday and it's Wednesday today, so at the end of the day it'll be 6 days. But I'm planning on leaving today. Yes, I was planning on leaving yesterday. It would have been a great day to leave. There was a bit of fog, but that cleared and it was actually a really nice afternoon. But I left it too late in the day because we had engine problems. But that's all sorted now, and today the wind has shifted. It's coming from the north, a little bit northeast. But the other thing is these two boats behind me here, you maybe can't see it, they're tied up next to each other. A couple of bay liners, and they arrived last night and they're actually going in my direction. So I spoke to them and I said, hey, look, when are you guys leaving? And they said tomorrow morning, first thing. So I've been up since 5:30 because for me first thing means sunrise, but they're still asleep and it's about 7:45 now. It would make me feel comfortable leaving at the same time as them because they're experienced with the lake, they know this lake. I'm comfortable with the boat, but I don't know the lake that well, so it would feel pretty good to leave at the same time as them. So I'll give them another 30-45 minutes. So yeah, that's the plan. And today's goal is to get to Bowman Island. There's a lodge there at the northern end of the island, and he is a friend of Gordon. So yeah, I'm going to take the boat, Gordon and Karin's boat, to Bowman Island and leave it there and then continue paddling from there. That's the plan. I'm leaving at the same time, so thank you very much. Thank you, Andrew. A pleasure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, man. It was a pleasure hanging out and spending time with you. Yeah. Thank you. Well, brother.
Well, it's been a slice, man. It was really nice meeting you. I'll definitely keep following and see where you end up.
Please do, man.
I will. Yeah, safe travels. Hopefully Superior shows you some nice weather.
Yeah, for sure.
And good luck on your trip there.
Thank you, man. Cheers, man.
Okay, cheers, buddy.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you too.
I'll be in touch. Oh, did we exchange numbers?
I don't think
we didn't.
So, but
don't worry about it now. Send me a message, leave a comment on Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my Instagram is whatintheworld _Tom.
Okay, sounds good. I'll find you.
All right, brother. Thank you. So it is 12:30 now. So we've been going a good just over 2.5 hours, and conditions are the same. Wind against us, swell against us, but I'm cruising at the moment 4.5 knots. But the swell is a little less than before. So before we were doing just over 4 knots. So we've picked up a bit of speed now that the swell is a little smaller. There's a couple of islands in front of me here that I can duck behind and get a bit of shelter, but it's fine. It's not super comfortable, but it's not uncomfortable either. And making good progress. I think I've got about 21 miles to go. I've got Swede Island off to my starboard side, and I think that means I'm in Loon Harbour. And I've got the guys in front of me. They're really nice guys, Nick and Dave. I've got 2 boats in front, and they're just experienced guys on this lake, so it's just nice to have those guys with me. And we're just communicating on the radio, and they're pointing things out to me. You know, this is this island, this is this island, and you know, a little bit of information on the area too. So yeah, it's really nice of them to do that. This isn't a difficult boat to drive. You know, it's pretty standard stuff. It just chugs along at 4.5, 5 knots. So, you know, there's no real difficulty in this. But it is still just nice to have those boats nearby with some experience on this lake. Because that's the only thing that I lack, is experience on this lake. And so, yeah, just a little bit of, just nice of them, really. So I appreciate that, guys. And it sounds like they've caught a couple of fish, because they move a bit faster than me. They go about 7 to 8 knots. So they've just waited around and done a bit of fishing until I've caught up. So again, they don't need to do that, but they're just doing it to just help me out. So yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so this is one of the anchorages, and there's this sloping rock. As you get around the corner, you'll see it with a big fire area up high there. Normally you'd have half a dozen boats in here, and there's an old sawmill at the end of the bay. You can see the boiler mostly out of the water and part of the mechanism from the sawmill from years ago. Anakali, this is Fair Havens. Let's go 09. Fair Havens on 09. Yeah, I hear you're just about back in there somewhere.
Yep, I am 1.8 miles out.
Yeah, we'll just come straight into I guess it's the northwest corner of the island. When you come around, you'll see my boat there, and there's a dock, another dock you can tie up to.
Roger that. I've currently got fenders on my port side. Is that going to work?
Yeah, it can. You just have to swing around, that's all.
Roger that. I'll hold on 09.
Okay, yeah, stay on 09.
All right, we've got 1.5 mile to go. So, success. The day started out a little bit hit and miss, but it's finished so beautiful. No wind, it's just glassy. Yeah, beautiful. And I'm just really stoked to be able to do this for Karin. So, yeah, I'm really happy. Sorry.
Well, hi, Tom. It's Gary Lang.
Tom, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Jess.
Tom.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I'm Bo.
Bo, nice to meet you, Bo. Tom.
Welcome.
Thank
So
you.
that's a long trip.
Yeah.
7.5, I think it was.
Yeah, I figured it was 8. So knowing
okay.
the speed of this boat.
Yeah. Well, I was against the wind at the beginning, so I was only
Yeah.
going just over 4.
Yeah.
And then in the end,
Yeah.
obviously died down. But I had a couple of other guys. They just turned off here at an anchorage just around here.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was just behind them the whole time.
okay.
They were in a couple of big bay liners. So
Okay.
they were cruising at 8, but then they slowed right down, and we were just going together. So that was
yeah.
nice of them.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's good.
Yeah, because I've got plenty of boating experience, but not Lake Superior.
Yeah.
I'm actually canoeing across
New
Canada.
territory,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, across
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
I
So
see you're cheating. Are your drones still up, or did you bring it back? in?
no, it's still up. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, so I film everything that I do. So, and I just thought as well it'd be great to get this one filmed for Karin. Where is it? Over there. The dog's not going to freak out. Out here, the water holds more than just reflections. It holds time. Every ripple, every gust of wind across the surface feels like a whisper from those who came before. For generations, these waters have carried stories of indigenous peoples who first called this place home, of paddlers, of fishermen, of voyageurs, and dreamers who follow in their wake. Each left something behind, a mark, a memory, a story, and the lake remembers them all. Gordon was one of those people. He knew this place, its calm mornings, its sudden storms, its beauty and its edge. His boat, his pride and joy, was more than just a machine. It was his way of belonging to the story of this lake, of finding his place within it. When Karin asked me to bring his boat home, it felt like an honor to carry a piece of that story, even for just a short while. It's hard, maybe even impossible, to come to a place like this and not create stories of your own. Stories you hold on to long after you left its shore. Stories that stay with you in ways you can't quite explain. But the lake remembers, in the water, in the quiet, in the way it just is. The boat is home now, but the story continues. And somewhere out there, in the quiet of the lake, I like to think Gordon is still out there for one more ride. A part of the water, a part of the wind, a part of the history that lives on here. Safe travels, my friend. The lake remembers you.